everybody, today we are doing lesson 15 and I'm starting here with the application problem, which is on page 89. Go ahead and open up your book to page 89 so that we can do this together. Alrighty, if you need more time, go ahead and pause as usual. Now let's read the problem and then we'll draw and solve. So, there are 136 students in second grade at Miles Davis Elementary. 27 of them brought bag lunches to school. The rest buy the hot lunch. How many students are buying a hot lunch? Okay, so let's think about what we're looking at. We're looking at a school, so second graders. There are 100. Let's draw a tape diagram here for all of second grade. All of second grade at this school, there are 136 students. Okay, that's our total, it says. And then it tells me that 27 of them brought bagged lunches. Let's see, I'm going to use brown because I think of a brown lunch bag. And I'm going to make a part of this my 27 kiddos that brought bagged lunches. The rest, it says, buy hot lunch. So that means the rest of this tape diagram, all of this, bought hot lunch. And we don't know how many that is. That's the question. How many students are buying a hot lunch? Well, let's take a look at my picture here. I seem to have a total 136. I have a part, so 27 of those brought bagged lunch. How do I find this other part? Well, I know whenever I have a total in a part, I can always subtract those to find the missing part. So let's try doing that. Let's stack these up to subtract. 136 minus 27. Go ahead and make your page look like mine first, and then we can solve it. Okay, if you need more time, you can pause. Otherwise, let's keep going. So I always start working with my ones here. So I'm going to look at my ones, and I see that I have 6 minus 7. Do I have more on top or more on the floor? I have more on the floor. You see how 7 is bigger than 6? So when I have more on the floor, I need to go next door and take 10 more. So I'm going to take a 10 out of that 3. So 3, I just took 1 out, turns into a 2. And I'm giving it to the 6. So I have my 10 and my 6. Oh, it turned into 16. So see how I just took it out? I borrowed it from the 3 and I gave it to the 6. It just moved over to the 6. Now I can subtract. What is 16 minus 7? So I know that that's 9. If you didn't know that right away, you could have counted on. So you could start with 7 and count up to 16, keeping track on your fingers. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And that took me 9 fingers to get to. All right, now let's subtract our 10s. 2 10s minus 2 10s is 0. So I'm going to go ahead and put my 0 there. And I'm not done yet. I have 100 here. So 100 minus nothing is still 1. Oh, let's go back. There we go. This is still 100. So it looks like we have our answer. How many students then bought hot lunch? It looks like 109 did. 109. All right, and we always write that as a sentence, right? So 109 bought hot lunch. Okay. Let's go ahead and see what you're doing for today's lesson. Okay, in today's lesson, the directions say, solve each problem using the vertical form. Show the subtraction on the place value chart. So it also wants us to show it on the place value chart just like we did yesterday. So I'm actually not going to do these with you today. I want you to try to do these on your own, but I will show you or remind you that the very first thing I want you all to do is to stack them up. Make sure you are lining up your tens and ones. Stack them up vertically so that you can solve. So that's step 1. And then step 2, as a reminder, is you always start with your ones. And you're always going to check. Do you have more on top or more on the floor? If you have more on top, no need to stop. Just go ahead and subtract. But if you have more on the floor, you're going to have to go next door and take 10 more. Okay, so those are the 3 steps. So step 1 is to stack. Step 2 is to start with ones. And step 3 is to look for more on top or more on the floor. If there's more on top, no need to stop. If there's more on the floor, you're going to have to go next door and take some more. Alrighty. Don't forget to show it on your place value chart as well so that you can check your work and make sure that you did everything correctly. All right, take a picture of page 89, your word problem, and 91. Let me write this down. So you're taking a page of 89, 91, and 92 once you're done. And I will check your work. Have fun.